The film is Stitches. I play Richard Stitches Grindle, the clown.
Maybe this trick will jog your memory.
He's a scummy children's entertainer who he turns up to a children's party and they accidentally kill him. He falls. They hit him in the head with a football and he falls into a dishwasher, gets a knife through his face, and then a group of black magic clowns bring him back to life. And 6 years later, after this party, the teenagers who have all, gone on their own journey because they've obviously been a bit messed up by seeing a clown die in front of them, they finally decide to have a teenage house party, which the clown turns up to and takes his revenge.
Vinny, the clown is back, and if you don't come with me now, he could kill us.
But unlike a lot of slasher films where the bad guy turns up and just kills, Stitches kills them, but at the same time he incorporates all the props and clowning skills that he had when he was alive. The sort of stuff that I've been offered in the past has been very sort of obvious. It's sort of the obvious choice, and what I've always tried to do throughout my career is sort of I try and avoid doing the obvious. I want to do stuff that's fun, I think some people, they want to be on TV just because they want to be on TV. They'll do anything on TV because they want to be on TV. They'll take gigs not because they want to do it, just because it's what it is. So so with films, I kind of wanted to wait for something that I thought was different and the sort of thing that I'd watch myself, and this is definitely, it's different. I think there's a lot of comedians, you see them pop up in these sort of, these terrible, romantic comedies it's a knockabout tale of, and you just go, really? Do you honestly sit at home and go, yeah, I'd really like to watch a film where everything goes wrong at a family event? Bollocks to that. I want to see something with an insane undead clown killing teenagers. Yeah, it is very violent, very gory, but actually it's sort of so extreme that it almost becomes cartoon-like. Well, here's the thing. It's a bit like something like The Mask, where somebody gets hit with a hammer and their hand goes really big, and then they go, but instead of going like that, their hand is smashed to pieces and they're screaming. So it's got all of the cartoon elements. It's like Tom and Jerry's. I tell you what's that, it's kind of a bit itchy and scratchy, It's it's the sort of thing where, a big springy hand, like Stitches has got a hand on a spring and it flies out of the hand, shoots across the room in a very cartoon, very Wile E. Coyote way, but then will punch somebody in the face who will genuinely bleed from the nose. So it's a mixture of the cartoon without the, but there is the constant threat of people getting hurt. Oh, it was beyond fun. It was just from start to finish, the whole thing. I mean, there was prosthetics, there was gallons of blood, there was, I turned up one day and because they cast my head for the makeup and everything, they cast my head, and then I turned up one day and there's a perfect replica of my head in the full clown. I did actually think, oh God, they've brought in a puppet and he's going to do the work for me. But it's just everything you could possibly, all the things where as a kid that you read about making films and you watch those TV shows behind the scenes, it was like that. It was just everything you could possibly want, and what better way to nurture yourself spiritually than spending a few weeks killing teenagers. That's what I see. Definitely, 100%. I've now got a real, I've got a real taste for it. I wasn't sure whether or not, going in the process of doing like loads of different takes and setups and all that sort of stuff. I thought that would be, you know, I was always had that thing at the back of my head of going, this could actually be a bit boring, this could be like restrictive, but actually it's the opposite. It's the sort of thing where, you know, having 10 takes at it, you can try it 10 different ways, you can play, you know, it's sort of, I mean, that might, Connor, the director, is you know, he's very loose, you know, he's very, knows what he wants, but he'd let you play. So I think, yeah, if I can do films where the director kind of let you try things out, then yeah, I'll definitely do more. Stitches 15, this time they're in space.
Everybody happy?